Namaskar. I'm Kumar Rakesh. You're watching Global Governance News TV. Today, we're going to discuss the Tripura situation. Tension in Tripura and Dhalai district after the tribal youth injured in class died. Situation under control now, say officials. And the huge police contingent was deployed in the Ganda Tuisa subdivision, popularly known as Gandachera, in the Tripura Dhalai district on Friday after tribal youth Parmeshwar Riang, who was injured after class, died while getting treatment in local hospital. And the tension gripped several areas of Ganda Tuisa subdivision in the Tripura Dhalai district, 2 kilometers from Agartala on Friday evening, following the death of the tribal youth. A few shops were gutted and houses were damaged, leading to the imposition of prohibitory orders and suspension of mobile internet services for 24 hours, following which a large police contingent was deployed to ensure that tension did not escalate. And according to officials, the situation under control now. But there was an altercation with the two local boys 5 days ago, which of the boys got injured. Situation is not good. This is a further incident of tension in the area. Everything is under control. And a senior police official said youngster Professor Riang was from the indigenous Riang community and injured after mud class that originated local fair called Anando Mela at Ganga Tuisa 5 days ago. And he passed away when he was under treatment in GQ Hospital in Agartala on Friday. After his body reached the residence in Dalai district, there was some tension in some pockets of Gandachera, according to officials. The Anwadi was taken to the Gandachera Friday evening, and there is tension between the different communities. And police listed the places. And then we discussed in details what is a real story and who is the main culprit, how it's controlled. So we have the eminent person and more than 5 times MLA, Mr. Sudeep Rai Burman. Welcome in the show, Sudeep ji. Uh, uh, and
Thank
uh,
you.
and Poonam Sharma is a political analyst from the Northeast and Guwahati, and Vandana Jhinga is senior journalist living in Chicago, but always advocate for the Bharat for sitting in USA. So just I'll start before going start of the program. We'll see show some footages, and I think Sudeep ji is a local leader, so he will understand what is the situation, actual situation. Before we start our discussion, we'll just show some of the footages, then we'll start the discussion accordingly. Just see the situation. How now we can say Tripura is burning now. Why? What reason behind it? It's matter of concern for all. On the party politics, caste, creed, religion. After they deployed the police personnel, 144 is already employed. So I start from you. There's many footages we have on the 2025, same like that. What do you understand? How Sudeep ji, how situation erupted? And you have been the already Congress in the past 2018 first government. You were already minister also. So in BJP now you are in Congress. So how do you analyze the situation?
Yes, situation is very grim, I should say. It's in a very, very shabby state of affairs. It's part of, as you said, Parameshwar Yang. There was Ananda Mela. There was a scuffling. Later on, out of scuffling, he was electrocuted. He was rushed to the hospital. From there to the state referral hospital. And he succumbed under because of that. And that sparked what's the incident that took place, cutting down of houses, taking law in their own hands, dividing the society in the name of indigenous people and the
Sure.
non-tribal. So the government is to be blamed for that. Why I say so? They knew the intelligence was was already briefed regarding that might be at any time a spark, and there are some players in the name of regional parties who are adding fuel to the fire. So the government was quite knowing about it.
Something network problem. Like, something is a network problem,
Yeah,
I think.
something has happened.
I think, Poonamji,
Anyway,
how just analyze the situation?
yes, as he has spoken about the situation, yes, we can very much make it out that yes, there were some players, those who wanted to take the the advantage of the weakening, things. So these are the situations actually which are very much dependent on the intelligence of any state which rules. Therefore, it is very important for the government or for the people to, you know, to pay attention to what the intelligence services are conveying to them. But unfortunately, these type of incidences are taking place. And in the Northeast as a whole, I have been living here for so many years. So there was a very bad time, in fact, when terrorism and insurgency had gripped the whole region. But
Yeah.
thanks to the successive governments, means since more than 10 years, we do not have had a single bomb blast in the region since so many years. So because the government which had come had been, tackling this, and had there had been many agreements with the groups, with the extremist groups, and also the people, those who there have been so many agreements with the Tripura government also. In fact, 36 years before, there was an agreement between Rajiv Gandhi, and that, I don't know why, if had then been fruitfully working, why there was a need to have an agreement in March. The our Amit Shah ji, he had a agreement with the Tripura government regarding all those the indigenous issues. And so we hopefully it is working. But recent instances which have sparked in Manipur and then in Tripura, there is a common pattern of one person being lynched or killed, and later on the houses being set on fire,
Situation may
and
worsen.
one
Yeah.
community, yeah. So there is something which we should understand, that yes, there is something behind that. The governments have to understand, and it is not the responsibility of only the ruling government. It is the responsibility of everybody, those who are,
Yeah.
be it opposition, every political party should take care about their states.
But whatever Sudeepji was saying, that this is something, this is a self-centered politics of the former chief minister, now member of parliament from Tripura, Mr. Biplab Dev. And according to sources and according to local resident who just claim to be, how somebody says that this is due to the former chief minister, uh, Biplab Dev, and just what are they playing the politics in the name of self-centered politics. Apart from the, he is not just taking the Tripura seriously, just on the playground for the self-centered, vested interest politics. Is it true, Sudeep ji?
Just repeat the question because
Actually, my question, just I was talking the Poonam Sharma ji, he was saying, so just actually network was problem. My question is, according to local resident and the local politician also, this situation just erupted due to the that time misgovernance of Mr. Biplab Dev, then chief minister. I think you are part of the cabinet, and self-centered politics. Due to his self-centered and vested politics, this type situation erupted.
yeah, 4 years saw a complete misrule of the BJP-led government under the leadership of Mr. Biplab Kumar Dev, and we have got high
A little
expectation
loud,
upon
please.
the
Your voice is so low. Yeah.
no, we have got high expectation upon the present incumbent chief minister, Mr. Manik Saha, and the tenure of Mr. Biplab Dev is a black history in the state politics of Tripura.
Okay.
So obviously he was removed due to the reason best known to the highest authority of the BJP. The people of Tripura, not aware of the fact why all of a sudden he was summoned and he was asked to resign. But obviously, the BJP highest authority could have probably have taken a serious note of his inept handling of the BJP-led government for the first time, which he was a chief minister, and it was a black day in the history of Tripura that Mr. Biplab Kumar Dev, those 4 years of Mr. Biplab Kumar Dev, things deteriorated during his tenure. The seeds of hatred were being sown during his period, and now this is the outcome of the seeds of hatred being sown.
Okay. So, Vandana ji, how just Sudeep Roy Burman is saying that was the black history of the whatever BJP has just said the person that they already struggle and done for the party. That time, Mr. Sudeep Roy Burman like leaders the fifth time. I think you're sixth time MLA. Am I right? Now you're
Seventh
sixth,
time,
seventh time
including
MLA, and he
including
was
the
also
by-election, seventh time.
So seven-time MLA, he was a part and parcel of the BJP. He just uh, came out of all the due to the Biplab Dev, whatever they've done it and what should not. That the party already given the responsibility, but he could not fulfill the responsibility what they should do. So, do you think, Vandanaji, what we are discussing now earlier, that something BJP should correct it, some policies, some methods, some theories, just for the party, for the governance? Vandanaji.
You are putting this question to
Uh,
me?
No, Vandanaji. Vandanaji.
Good evening to all of you and good morning from here. First of all, let me tell you, because I am going to overview this from a drone perspective, because I'm living miles away. And when we talk about Northeast, such a beautiful part of Bharat, let me be very honest with you. But when we were born and raised, we had no clue about what Northeast has to offer. And it was very neglected. Whosoever has to be responsible and to get a blame, to be honest, we're not talking about the political parties right now, Mr. Burman. I'm just sharing this, like, if people living in North India, they used to say, oh, where we have to go for vacation, we have to go Kashmir. We need to go to Simla. Why not the other side of it? Because I live in America. I'm being very honest with you. We never have these kind of divisions, because this does not bring a nation together and the people together. And very recently, we just heard a statement from one of the political advisor of Congress party who was talking people living in this side looks like that. These are not accepted by any chance, by any means, to be honest. Coming back to when you said, Poonamji did mention there's a trigger point, like, it's the same similarity, the trigger point which happened in Manipur and then it happens in Tripura. So isn't it a failure of intelligence? Let this be like double engine sarkar they claim themselves to be, that they've been ruling there. So they have more resources to put over there. But they should have been more means proactive in seeing it. And when we know this is a very sensitive area, and the people, those who are living there, aboriginals, like, the Adivasis, we call them, those who are the natives from them. And the Bangladesh always have an eye on here, infiltration and all. So that should be controlled. That should definitely be controlled. Bangladesh has their own country. They should be living there, not infiltrating and just changing the demographic and taking the rights of the people. that always say, Mr. Barman, charity begins at home. First, we have to feed our own people, then we have to take care of others. Let this be all the refugees, those who are coming and claiming. This is my stance for it. Thank you very much.
You are
But
correct.
theoretically, Vandana ji is speaking, but locally situation, he is much aware of that, how the situation just arises, how this clash just started. Poonam ji, what do you think, just as you're living in the northeast, the situation of all the states? How just you analyze the situation now? I think you very much know about the Tripura politics also, as well as the Assam and the other northeast state, and you have worked a lot.
Look, when we speak about Northeast
Little
India,
loud,
so
please.
yes, when we speak about Northeast India, when we see the perspectives have changed over these years, as because once there was a time, there were so many, we had, we means since our childhood, we have always had some day or the other a bomb blast or some band. So over these years, we had, the newspapers, the trend of news have changed. That is very much true. There is no doubt about it. I think, Barmanji, you also will agree to it. Have not we? Earlier, there were every time in Assam, in Manipur, be it anywhere, there were so many clashes. There were so many. Every time the army was, deployed somewhere or the other. But all these years we have not faced such situations. Now coming, if we come talk about Tripura, so wherever there is indigenous people living and where there is a problem of migration, the political parties, I'm not spokesman of any political party here, but from a very different point of view, I would like to conclude that political parties have always manipulated and they had tried to exploit the situation for their own political benefits. Very less they have
You are
taken
talking about the
care.
tribal population. Am I right?
Right, the indigenous
Okay.
population. So it has
I'll take
been
I'll take answer
attended
from Sudeep
very,
ji.
yes.
Sudeep ji, how just you counter? I'm theoretically and practically speaking. How just you see that that's for the tribal people whatever done last 5 6 years. I think for the Tripura East, where the IPFT was there, now the new party has been formed, Tripura Motha. How just you think the complete scenario of the tribal political party really they are for tribal or only for there for vested interest?
No, I would appreciate Vandana ji and Poonam ji that they have indirectly opposed, though they have not mentioned. They have spoken about infiltration. They also spoken about CAA, which is having a great impact upon the demography of the small state like Tripura. Now, now you are going to, or the process has commenced. You are going to issue citizenship certificate to all the religious minority who have come and on or before 31st of December 2014. Now, this is going to have a great impact upon the demography of our state. The once upon a time, the indigenous people of Tripura, they were in 1901 census, they were the majority population. But time and again, especially after 1951, then 1971, there was a lot of influx of Bengali, Hindu Bengalis from East Pakistan, now called Bangladesh, to the state of Tripura. So that resulted in a great demographic change. Now, the CAA, are you hearing me?
Yes,
Kumar?
everyone is hearing you.
Fine. Now, this is going to abruptly change the demography of the state of Tripura. And though Ms. Poonamji and Vandanaji didn't mention about that, that is going to have a great impact in the state of Tripura, and the indigenous people are completely dead against this issue.
No, let
So this could be an outburst. What has happened? This could be the outburst of all the anger that has developed, inculcated in them. They have seen Manipur burning. the central government still remaining a mute spectator. The Prime Minister has not yet visited even for once.
I'll take your question and answer also in Manipur. How Manipur is burning? Do you relate the Manipur with Tripura? This
No,
time of break.
because
After break.
I was just trying to remind Poonamji
No, I'm
that
coming back. The time of break.
everything seems to be
I'm coming
normal
back
so
to
far
you.
as the newspaper reporting and media reporting is concerned. Everything seems to be normal. But how Manipur is burning, how Tripura is burning.
I do understand. This time of break. After a second, I'll come back to you and I'll take the answer from you. Stay with us. Welcome to the break. Just discussing the Tripura. Tripura is like just Manipur. Tripura is burning. As Sumitra, you are saying, just whatever media reports is different, reality is different, and ground zero is different. So, Sudeep ji, just you are saying something.
Yeah,
For Tripura.
that is one of the many reasons, because the mindset of the indigenous people are being neglected. They are being sidelined. The demography is going to change, resulting in such sort of demands like a separate state in the name of Greater Tripura land, which is physically not possible so far as the demography and so far as the geography and topography of Tripura is concerned. It is quite absolutely absurd to have a small state being surrounded by three sides from Bangladesh, uh, to have a separate state in the name of Greater Tripura. But regional parties are exploiting the emotional sentiment of the indigenous people because of the deprivation. And you'll be astonished the 125th Amendment Bill of the Constitution empowering the ADC. That has been tabled in the Parliament in the year 2020, but still not passed. For 4 years, a bill is being introduced in the Parliament but not passed. These are the things that are really worrying the indigenous people, and they believe that we are
Kumar
being
Rakesh, you are
sidelined.
mute.
Yeah. So, but Sudeep ji, how just you see situation? I'll take the Poonam ji and Vandana ji also input after your comment. How this situation erupted? How this boy just died and we say killed? How this is a indigenous and Bengali and tribal? Do you think this is a clash between the Bengali and tribal people?
It should not be. It should not be. We have sent through our various messages to all the communities to have faith upon the administration. There was peace meeting today also. All party delegation meeting. Maybe the DM took an all party delegation meeting. Our party leader attended from both the communities. They assured the administration and the police that from our end we are going to try our level best, because we do not want 1982 repeat in the state of Tripura, where Danga Fasad took place. We do not want that thousands and thousands of people were murdered, killed, butchered. So we do not want a situation like that. But yes, there are some elements in the society who will be trying to add fuel to the fire and to extract political gains. We have to be very, very cautious and alert. And I believe the intelligentsia is with the double engine sarkar. You are right, and they ought to have taken precautionary measures, preventive measures before this eruption that took place last night.
So I think Vandana ji, whatever Sudeep ji is saying, precautionary measure had not taken. That's why I think he is also. I think as a Tripura resident, I'll also ask you a question. But Vandana ji, how do you analyze the situation? How you just rated how the administration is working, and how and after the incident, 2, 3, 4 after 4 hours administration awakened and the police deployed and all things.
Um, First of all, I just have one thing which I heard from him about the CAA thing. We do support CAA because India is one nation, first of all. And there are so many people from Bharat, they are coming. No, let me.
Then do not speak of change in demography.
No. I'm just
No, now
No,
the demography is
hold on.
now the demography is changed.
no, then you
Now
should
the
not speak a
demography.
change in
No.
What
demography.
is
You have to
happening from
answer.
last
Obviously,
65
there will be a
plus
change in
years?
demography.
Now
You
the
know,
demography is changed. We are giving ration to those people. They are here with illegal. They are illegal immigrants.
Those who
So
are
now the
coming by
demography.
the
What are
CA,
you
they'll
going
be
to?
coming with the
They should
procedure.
stay.
They'll be coming with the background check. So there'll not be
you know
any
what?
infiltration.
Or
And
the
the
original,
second thing, which is very, very
the
important,
original
a
Indians
person
who are born,
working, the
who are
person
born and brought up in
born in
India,
Tripura, if he
they
can
do
work
not
in
have papers.
Chandigarh as an IT
But those
guy, so
infiltrators,
why not a Chandigarh guy can go
are
and
having a
work
lot
in
of
Tripura?
papers.
Yeah,
No,
that's
no,
what
no.
Congress government was for
Sorry.
17 years.
How,
What did they do
we'll discuss.
about the illegal immigrants?
Poonamji and Vandanaji. We'll discuss CA in other way. But I'm today discussing Tripura incident and Tripura situation. I'll take input from.
Vandana ji told regarding change in demography. That is why I bought it the CEA.
So that's
No,
okay.
you did.
No, that-
I will describe it to you very well when we talk about the change of demographics. Those who are coming as an infiltrators from Bangladesh, I meant those. Now, if you are giving them a CA, there will be a legalized process. That's what it is.
No,
And I meant
that
somebody
is it.
who is born in Tripura, he has a full right to go and work in Mumbai.
You know,
That's
one
what I meant.
pitiable state of affairs. One second, Vandana ji, I don't want to interrupt with in your deliberation.
Sure.
But it happens with all the Indian nationals. Those who are the true Indians, इनके पास इतना दस्तावेज नहीं है. They do not have so much of documentation. But the infiltrators, they are having A to Z documentation.
Gave them
That
these
is also a matter of
documents.
question.
Yeah.
That is
They
also a
are
matter of
having
question.
A to Z documentation, but the true actual Indian, they do not have. They do not have so much of documentation as the infiltrators have. Now, what is worrying me is 31st of 2014, 31st of December 2014. Now a bugger coming from Bangladesh tomorrow also can avail through money and backdoor policy, a dastavez kagzat way back prior to 2014, 31st December. They can avail that. That is good. That is a matter of great concern, and that is going to change the demography.
Yeah. That's your nice input for the governance and for the government, Sudeep ji. But just tell us how the situation erupted. It should be controlled in future. This type of incident should not be repeated. How is will be?
Absolutely, we should not. As you know, we read a story when I was a student. A spark neglected burns the house. Wherever there is a spark, the government is to act. The government should not take things lightly. A spark, when this Mr. Parameshwar Riang when there was a anger, anguish amongst the indigenous people after this incident, the government and the police, the administration ought to have taken preventive precautionary measures. These things would not have taken place.
Yeah.
This thing should not have taken. This speaks volume that the police and the administration is not running properly, and the government, or there is a miscommunication so far as intelligentsia is concerned, or government is reluctant to take such sort of positive actions, or trying to neglect that spark which might burn the house. The government has
So
neglected
do you
spark.
think, Sudeep ji, sorry for interruption, do you think this chief minister, this local governance, the government is totally failure?
Some attempts are being, there is an inner party squabble also. The inner party squabble also is taking place because the police, the administration, those black days, we do not want as far as Tripurite. I might be in the opposition, no problem. I prefer to remain in the opposition for years after years. But we should not damage our society as was done during those last 4 years of Mr. Biplav's regime. There is an attempt from his and some of his chamchas who are still in the helm of affairs to bring bad name through the chief minister. That is a matter of great concern.
So you are supporting chief minister or criticizing chief minister?
No, absolutely. So far, I am supporting the chief minister. I am supporting the chief minister that he should take things seriously, because there is internal sabotage also.
No, but this is the
That is
total
why
failure of the government. It's a total
I have
government,
advised,
total failure of
don't let
administration.
even a slightest of the spark, lest it will burn down the house.
Okay. So Poonamji, your last comment, whatever, just analyze the as a resident of Tripura, 7-time MLA, I think according to his statement, once he trying to support the chief minister, another way he just trying to here just fighting internally with the party. Poonamji, how you analyze as a political analyst?
Uh, that is very true. I support his
Little
statements
loud, please,
regarding.
Poonamji.
I support his statements regarding the present government. Yes, the support is because he knows Tripura better than me. He is, yeah, and he has been in a very responsible position for so many years. That's why he was, he has been re-elected for so many times. So he understands better, and in future such situations must not take place. I think this is the responsibility of all the political parties which are in government and those are in the opposition. That's my take.
So hope for the best for the society, for the Tripura, for the Northeast. This type of incident should not repeated. I think as a local resident and as MLA of a Congress, 7-time MLA, Sudeep Rai Burman, like just citizen, should support making the peace and non-violence in the state. And we'll just discuss more in our next program. So thank you, Sudeep Rai Burman ji. In short notice, just you joined our
Thank you
show.
so very much.
And
Thank
thank
you,
you,
Vandana
Poonam
ji.
ji.
Thank you, Poonam ji.
Looking
Thank you,
looking
Vandana.
forward to visit Tripura in my next trip.
Hey, most welcome, most
Yes.
welcome. Yeah,
So nice
most
of you.
welcome.
Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank
Jai
you.
Bharat.
Namaskar.
Jai Hind, Jai Hind.